How difficult can it be to take an AI model and use it in a factory, in a retail store, smart city, or any other application? Does not sound so complicated. So why so many people fail to do that? If you're building a vision-based AI application, you've got to the right place. Let me go over some of the obstacles people face and some of the common mistakes they do, so you won't be one of them. Especially if you are using Geti for building your model, you're set up for success. The first question you may ask yourself is, why not take a ready, pre-trained, open source model and use it? And there are really good AI models out there. Here is YOLO, for example, one of the best object detection models there are. It can detect zebras really nice when they are in the right position, but not when they are too far or too fast, or if they walk around in a completely different environment. And it definitely cannot detect kangaroos. It doesn't matter what the angle or the distance is, it's just not trained to do that. No, this is not a horse. These are just some of the apples, and it definitely cannot tell which one has a defect. These coffee bags are just transparent. It cannot detect tomatoes. I think you got the picture. There's no one size fits all. So we need a custom model if you want to apply it to a specific use case. And we need to train it ourselves. Training or fine-tuning a model means going through the full cycle of getting data, your specific data, and use it to teach the model what it should look for. Geti is an excellent tool for that. It all starts with data. Traditionally, you need a lot of quality data in order to train a model. Some companies employ humans, people, many of them, just for data engineering, cleaning and preparing the data. And this is the first thing Geti can help you with. Geti requires the smallest possible amount of data. It can pre-process the data for you, resize, reshape, and so on. It even tells you how much more data is missing for your next model training iteration and how the model performs on an unseen data based on your provided input. Next step is labeling or annotating the data. It is an expensive, time-consuming, usually manual process. Geti can help you here in two ways. First, there are very helpful annotation tools that can really speed up the process. I will demonstrate all of them in my next videos. Second, your Geti model generates predictions on unseen data based on your previously provided annotations, which you can easily accept or modify where needed and feed back into the training dataset. Another point of failure is that the data used for training does not exactly match the real-world setting. Think about just moving the camera in the factory or the retail store by a few degrees, changing the lighting conditions or anything else in the setting. So Geti can help you here too. You can bring your new data and test the current model right away, and because the full training process using Geti is so easy and fast, you can just retrain and increase your model robustness to accommodate the new condition. Next is the model. There are many models, there are many ways to train each one of them. Each such decision requires knowledge and sometimes have critical impact on the results. Geti will help you with all of these decisions. Geti will choose the model, set the training hyperparameters and more automatically. No expertise required. If you have the knowledge or you would like to try out different models or different parameters, Geti has the flexibility and a very user-friendly way to let you choose everything yourself. When you finally get to a model that meets your expectations, many developers are not sure how to use this model properly in their target platform. With Geti, all the options are yours. You can download a deployment package in a click. The code is simple to use and has all the instructions you need in order to deploy it anywhere. You can, of course, just download the model itself, already optimized to run using OpenVINO on a CPU, GPU, or NPU. You can even download a ready package to deploy an inference service using OpenVINO model server. The full cycle of preparing the data, training a model, and bringing it to deployment requires multiple set of expertise. This is why, in many cases, it is done by different people or even different department. Geti bridges this gap by allowing people who are subject matter experts and not necessarily AI engineers to train the model and take it all the way to production. Moreover, Geti enables collaboration between all different types of users, whether you're a domain expert who can transfer his knowledge to a computer vision model, or a data scientist who can tune the model's parameters, compare different architecture, and squeeze the last bits of additional performance by optimizing it. Please check my video describing how researchers from the Royal Brompton Hospital with very little technical expertise were able to train a model to detect a rare disease and save a lot of doctors' time and effort. There are, of course, many other challenges, and Geti makes them all look easy. I haven't seen such a simple and powerful system. It really makes AI training affordable and accessible to all. Try it out.